everyone, I am going to explain question number first, fifth part from exercise 3.1, and this question belongs from 10th class maths. In this question, we have to find the zeros of a given quadratic polynomial and we have to verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. So here the given polynomial is x square minus bracket root 3 plus 1 bracket close x plus root 3. So first work is we have to find out the zeros. Zeros means we have to find out the values of x which satisfies this polynomial. So we'll start to find out the polynomial zeros. First we'll write down the quadratic polynomial as it is. That is x square minus root 3 plus 1 x plus root 3. Here I am going to open the bracket. So when we open the bracket, this x will multiply by root 3 also and by 1 also. And one more thing, in front we have minus sign. So when we open the bracket, the sign of inside term will also change. Like here there is no sign, means plus sign we have. So when we open the bracket, minus plus minus. So it is going to be minus and root 3. Now x from back side it will multiply with this. So we will get minus root 3 x. In the same way, minus we multiply by plus, so we will get here minus, because minus multiplied by plus is minus, and 1 into x is only x, and this plus root 3 as it is. So what we have done is we had opened the bracket here. Now this is going to be the first pair. Now from this first pair we have to take common. Common means which factor which is present in both. So we can see x is present in both. So we will take x common. And now what is left here? So for that you just divide. From x square we took x common. So what is left for that is divide. X square divided by x. So when you will divide, you will get here x. So here we will get x only. In the same way, for this also we took x common. So minus root 3 x when divided by x. X cut by x. What is left here? Minus root 3. So here minus root 3 will left inside. Now from here we have to take common, and we can see that there is nothing common, so we should take one common. But the confusion is what sign will come here, minus sign or plus sign. So we have to decide the sign in such a way that after taking common, the bracket whatever we are going to put here, it should be same with the previous bracket. So see the sign here, sign of x. The sign of x is a plus. So the conclusion is just take minus common here, because student, when you will divide this minus x by minus 1, you are going to get plus x. That's why we should take minus 1 common. Now why I took 1 common? Because except 1 nothing is common between them. Now the confusion is plus 1 or minus 1. For that you have to check what sign you want in the previous bracket. So x have plus sign, so you need here plus x. So plus x you will achieve only if you will divide this minus x by minus 1. So like this you have to decide the sign here. Now plus root 3 x when you will divide by 1, plus minus when you will divide plus minus you will get minus answer, and any number divided by 1 you will get the same number. So root 3 will come here. Now you can see that both the brackets are same. So from this term, first term, and from the second term, since this bracket is same, so take x minus root 3 common. So when you will take this bracket outside, from here only x remained, and from here you are remained with minus 1. So we had factorized the given polynomial. We had factorized. Now this, to get the zeros, one by one this factor will keep equal to 0. So we will write here 4 4 zeros left x minus root 3 equal to 0. It will give you this minus root 3 will sit there, so you will get x is equal to plus root 3. And second bracket is x minus 1. So keep this x minus 1 bracket equal to 0. So this minus 1 will go there, so you will get here plus 1. So the two zeros which we obtained are hence two zeros are x is equal to plus root 3 and x is equal to plus 1. So just see what we have done here. So first whatever quadratic polynomial we got, first I opened the bracket, then I made the pair of first term and second term. From that I took x common, and from here we took minus 1 common. I already explained why I took minus 1 common, so that the bracket should be same. Then bracket, since bracket is same, so I took bracket common. So from here x remained, and from here minus 1. Then one by one I kept this bracket equal to 0. That gave us two zeros, means two values of x by which the given polynomial is going to be 0. So the two zeros are x is equal to plus root 3 and x is equal to plus 1. So we will assume them as two zeros. We have to assume as alpha is equal to, let alpha is equal to plus root 3 and beta is equal to 1. So these are the two zeros. Now in the question what we have to do, we have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So zeros we already achieved. Now we have to find out the coefficient. So whatever be the given polynomial, we are going to compare that polynomial with the standard quadratic polynomial. So like this we have to write down. On comparing, we will write the given polynomial, that is x squared minus root 3 plus 1 x plus root 3. So this is our given quadratic polynomial. We are going to compare this given quadratic polynomial with standard form of quadratic polynomial, that is ax squared plus bx plus c. That will give us, when we compare, the coefficient of x square is a. So what is a here? The coefficient of x square is, nothing is there, means 1. So when we compare, we will get a is equal to plus 1. And when we compare b means the coefficient of x. So this is our b. So just write here b is equal to minus root 3 plus 1. So this is our b. And c means constant. So what is constant here? Root 3. So like this we have to find out the coefficients and zeros. Now we are going to establish the relationship. So we will write down relationship between the zeros and coefficients are. So there are two relationships, students. So there are two relationships. I am writing them one by one. The first relationship is sum of zeros is equal to minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. So sum of zeros, what are the zeros? Zeros are alpha plus beta. And what is the coefficient of x? That you have to see in your standard form of quadratic polynomial. So in standard form of quadratic polynomial, the coefficient of x is b. So it's going to be here minus b upon coefficient of x square, that is a. So minus b upon a. So it's a formula, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b upon a. Now we put the values alpha, the two zeros alpha and beta. So just see what are the alpha and beta. Alpha is root 3 and beta is 1. So we'll write here root 3 plus 1. This minus sign because of the formula. Now b. So b is minus root 3 plus 1. So we'll write here minus root 3 plus 1. Now a. So a is 1. Now we have to solve this, student. So when we solve this side, because we can't add them, it's in root and it's without root, we cannot solve it further. So it will come as it is. That is root 3 plus 1 will come as it is. Now minus multiplied by minus. So minus minus plus. And one more thing. Any number divided by 1 is the same number. So you will get here root 3 plus 1. Now when you will open the bracket, you will get, because so students, this line got wrong, we will change it. So it's going to be root 3 plus 1 as it is, and then when we will open the bracket, because it's plus, so sign will not change. Plus plus is going to be plus root 3 and plus into plus is plus 1. So we obtained left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this relationship is verified. So we'll write down here hence. So first relationship is verified. So we'll write here hence verified. Now the second relationship is the two relationships, students, you have to learn. The second relationship is product of zeros is C, that is constant term. The main formula is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So this is second relationship which you have to learn. The product of zeros means multiplication. So alpha multiplied by beta. Dot means multiplication. So alpha dot beta is equal to constant term. Constant term is C and coefficient of x square is A. Now from where I am writing, because students, the standard form of quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. So here c is named as the constant term. Why? Because it don't have x, so it's a constant, and coefficient of x square. So what is the coefficient of x square here? A. So from this standard form of quadratic polynomial, we are replacing constant term and coefficient of x square. Now whatever the values we calculated earlier, that values we are going to shift here. So the values, once we see at back, what are the values we have? So alpha is root 3, beta is 1, and constant term is again root 3, and a is 1. So take care of this thing. Alpha is root 3, beta is 1, and the constant term is root 3 and a is 1. So these values we are going to replace here. So alpha is root 3 and beta is 1, and here dot means multiplication. So if you are getting confused, you can change by multiplication sign, and constant term as I shown you the previous pic of this, that is root 3 and a is 1. So root 3 multiplied by 1 is root 3, and any number divided by 1 is the same number. So here we will get root 3. So what we found is left hand side is equal to right hand side. Since both the sides are equal, so this relationship is verified. So we will write here hence verified. So I hope this question is clear to you. So in this question, we had given a polynomial of this format, that is x square minus root 3 plus 1 bracket close x plus root 3. So here when we opened it, it directly converted into the factor form, and then directly we had took the common. So we have not factorized it Actually it is already given in the factor form. So this question is different from other. In this they have already given the bracket, means the factors they have already given to us. So I hope this question is clear to you. Further, if you have any doubt, you can write in comment so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.